season is here, and your vote can make a difference. Comcast brings you the candidates on demand right now.
I'm Jill Horner, and this is Candidates on Demand. With me is Brian Froelich. He is the Democratic Party candidate for the United States House of Representatives for New Jersey's 4th Congressional District. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about the 4th District. Because of redistricting, based on the census results, this is a new district.
Yes, it is. It's dramatically different. It got pushed north into Monmouth County much more. So as an example, in Monmouth County, there are 21 new towns in the district this time around. And each of those towns was represented previously by a very well-known, highly regarded Democratic representative, either Rush Holt or Frank Pallone. And so we're very optimistic that because I'm as new there as my competitor, that we'll do very well in those towns.
Let's talk about your background and why you're now running for
Sure.
Congress.
I have a degree from Boston College in finance. I have an MBA from Rutgers University, and I have a law degree from Seton Hall. I was in business. I had my own business. I created my own business, built it to $200 million. I sold it to American Express. I was an executive at American Express for about a decade and helped them build their businesses in the United States and around the world. And in fact, I'm in their Hall of Fame. And I was also afterwards a president of a senior housing company, and we built senior housing communities around the Northeast, and 2 of them in New Jersey, one of them Seabrook Village in Tinton Falls, which is a great community, by the way.
Why now do you want to run for Congress?
Well, I've been very fortunate in my life. I've been lucky and worked hard and done well, and now I've been looking around and not liking what I see going on in Washington, and some of my friends said, you know, you have to stop complaining and do something about it. So here I am.
Now, you have a business. How would you take that background in light of some of the things that are happening within the economy and take that to Washington?
Sure. Well, I think much of the work has already been done. I think the Simpson-Bowles Commission looked at what's happened and what we need to do. It's very simple. It's arithmetic. We got into trouble because we spent too much money and we cut revenues too much. And the only way to get out of that problem is to go back the way we came in, so we have to be careful about how we spend money, and we have to increase revenues a little bit. And so I generally agree with the Simpson-Bowles recommendations and would support them. My opponent, on the other hand, supports the Ryan plan, which has very devastating impacts. It's not good for the economy, and even many Republicans now are pulling away from it.
What's the connection between growth in the economy and health care? What do you see as the connection between economic conditions and health care?
Sure. Well, first of all, if you have a strong economy, then you have more jobs and everybody is healthier and better. But in addition, the health care, the Affordable Care Act, which is called Obamacare by some, improves health care for people, for seniors, for women, that will keep people healthier, so that some of the big problems that come about are either caught earlier or eliminated. That will save money for everybody in the healthcare budget.
Now, when we talk about healthcare overall, obviously one of the biggest debates in this election cycle, what would you do in order to either maintain the Affordable Care Act or maintain some of the provisions within it?
Well, the first thing I would do is to retain it and then work to make it better. My opponent wants to repeal it because he says it's no good for doctors or patients or hospitals. But doctors and the AARP and hospitals and other organizations, in fact, almost every organization in the health field has supported Obamacare. So what we want to do is take that and make it better. Every piece of legislation, every operation can be improved, and I'd work with the Congress and with the administration, whoever that is, to continue to make it better.
And we just have a short time left, but sure. As we mentioned, this is a newer district for the 4th District. Why should people vote for you in this election cycle?
I think one thing you could do is look at my record of successfully running businesses and growing businesses and producing jobs, literally in New Jersey, around the country and around the world, versus my opponent's record. He's been there for 32 years. For 32 years, we've had increasing spending, increasing deficits, and increasing debt. And I think that's not a good record for him.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Brian Froelich. He is the Democratic Party candidate for the 4th Congressional District. I'm Jill Horner.